Don't ask me. I am over here just like winging it. I'm like, there's the spaghetti, throw it on the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, that one worked. Thank God.
Hi, everyone. I'm Dylan Dreyer, and you might recognize me from the third hour of today. I'm also a mom to 3 boys, Calvin, Ollie, and Rusty. Calvin's my oldest. He's 9.
Do it here in Hollywood.
Ollie's my middle one. He's 6. And then there's Rusty. Rusty's 4, and Rusty's the youngest child, and he honestly doesn't give a crap about anything I say. So since we can all commiserate when it comes to parenting, I thought this show was the perfect way to open up the dialogue, have a conversation, bring in some professionals who know what they're doing, and also to bring in some guests who, like myself, don't always know what we're doing. But we're trying, we're commiserating, we're trying to figure it all out together. I thought this would be the perfect way to have a nice group chat, or rather, a parent chat. I'd like to start each episode with welcoming you into my home, the chaos of my house, and I want to see how relatable it is to you. So here we go. Here's a video of my boys just doing their thing.
No! Oh, it's in my home!
Chaos. Chaos is always happening at home. This is just a typical afternoon. Somebody's eventually going to get hurt. I realize that. And that's what today's episode is all about, just parenting boys. And I am so excited to chat with my next guest about that. Ashley Graham is a model. She's an entrepreneur, and we can relate because she's also a mom to 3 boys. She's got Isaac, who's 6, and Roman and Malachi, twins, who are 4. And we're going to get into what it's like raising boys. Here's our conversation. Hi, Ashley.
Hi.
Thank you so much for talking boy mom stuff, because it's so nice to relate to another boy mom. You have 3.
3, and you have 3.
And I have 3.
And I don't meet many people that have 3 boys living in their house. Like,
don't you feel pretty like badass having 3 boys?
Yes, I do. I feel like I have like I'm going to have like my own security guards pretty soon, and then like I walk through like the queen. There's like a hair blow moment.
That moment's coming.
I need to train them. I need to start working now.
I am training them to be the perfect men.
Yeah.
Like, do you notice? Do you think about that?
So we are working on manners.
Yes.
And like opening the door for mom or grandma, or like, making sure people that are older than you are going ahead or whatever.
Ladies
but then
first.
My biggest goal is one that I did was I said thank you to my mother-in-law. It was like totally like out of nowhere. And I was just like, thank you for making an amazing man that is my husband. And I thought, oh my God, that's what I want. Like I want their wives to come to me and say thank you.
Yeah.
So that's like a North Star for me.
Yeah, I'm teaching my boys to cook. My oldest loves to cook. I'm trying to work in more laundry, at least separating the laundry.
They are doing some of the laundry with us too, which is so fun.
Yeah.
What's your toilet situation looking like? Because mine has dry pee all over it. We're still there.
So with my first, who's much better at it than the other 2, I make him wipe the seat if he pees on it. Because now my youngest, he'll take like one little square of 2-ply toilet paper and like just dab it up. And she's like, how did you get them to wipe the seat? I'm like, because it's unacceptable that if there's ever a moment I'm going to sit on the toilet and sit in their pee. It's just disgusting.
Yes, so I'm the mom that like if the toilet seat is up and I know they're somewhere playing, I will go and I will say, who did it? Fess up right now. And I'm like, come with me. And I make them march all the way back to the bathroom and put the seat down, wash your hands, and say, don't do it again. So I'm not really the militant one. I try to be.
Right.
But with the toilet, for some reason, it's like a thing.
Well, because it's gross. And you're the woman living in a house with boys. And it's not fair.
Everywhere!
Right? It's not fair, like how gross they can be. And I do the same thing with their clothes. Like I'm always like, Calvin, and he knows that that's the one where you need to come right now because you took off your clothes and you just left them there. At least put them in the laundry basket.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to work these little lessons in so that they are just better, cleaner human beings in the future.
Yes, ours, they know to put everything in the washing machine, close the door.
And it's funny because kids actually really like to help. Especially with boys, it's easy as a mom to step in, but I think they'll do more than you think they'll do.
Your oldest is 9.
Yes.
And how are you treating him differently than like your baby?
Well, Calvin certainly has to take the blame for everything.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very much like, Calvin, you're the older brother. Like, Rusty is going to just give it
I'm
give it to
glad
him,
you said
right?
that.
Just do it. Just give it to him.
I feel bad for Isaac because that happens to him all the time. Okay, I'm glad you said that.
I know. It's just and I'll actually say to him, well, you're the oldest, so that's just your lot in life.
Yeah. I say you're the oldest, you know better. You're the more responsible
Yeah.
one. It's only 2 years. He's only 6.
I know, but still. So how does it work with twins? Do you find that they kind of go in their birth order?
Well, okay, so we haven't told them who was born first.
Okay.
And there is a full 2 hours and 7 minutes
Oh,
in between
wow.
them. I know. So I'm really trying to not tell them.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. At the end of the day, they are acting in their birth order. And
It's so funny.
it is wild to me how
Yeah.
it just happens.
Right. They're raised in the same house at the same time.
My baby acts like a baby. The first twin acts like the oldest, and he's very like, you're gonna do what I say when I say it.
Yeah.
And the oldest, he is like, I am the oldest brother, and I am the leader, and he wants to help, and he wants to help fix things, but he also wants to, stir the pot a bit too. Oh my gosh.
The pot stirring from the oldest, the most responsible. We were at dinner last night, and they're big into like jinxes right now. Like if you say this, like say the same word at the same time, it's like jinx, jinx. But then they can't talk until somebody says their name 3 times. And when Calvin gets jinxed, and I'm like, nobody say Calvin's name. Like you can't, because he's the instigator. He's the one that eggs everybody else on, because he's not going to do the bad thing, but he's going to let everybody else do the bad thing.
So I'm the oldest, and
Okay.
I was always like a little bit of the pot stirrer too. And my mom would remind me of this now, raising Isaac, and she was like, "That's you. You would do that." And it's like there's no solve,
Right.
in my opinion. I mean, maybe there's help. Help if there's a solve. Tell me.
I don't think there is.
But it doesn't feel like there is. I mean, here we are, a whole other generation later. My mom's like,
Yeah.
"That's what you would do."
And it just happens so naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
What do you love about being a boy mom?
I love that it's just like a different energy. Because of my job, it is like I'm always getting dressed up. I'm always in hair and makeup. I'm always like, trying on clothes and being, quote unquote girly.
Right.
And then when I'm home, I'm like Crocs, hair is not brushed, like no makeup, like lucky I have a bra on.
Yeah.
And the boys are like, let's wrestle. And there is this like boy energy in me where like I will throw down and I will get
Yeah.
sweaty and it's time to go. And I never knew this much more about dinosaurs.
There's a whole world of stuff that I
It's-
never knew I would know all these things about.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But we do like tea time. It's not as formal as like maybe when I was a little girl, but like we'll put stuffed animals around and we'll
Yeah.
like go into a circle and
Just
have
hanging out as
conversations.
friends.
Yeah. And we're all sipping a coffee and we're like, so what did you learn today? It's like, it's kind of like tea time with the
Yeah.
girls.
Did you ever want a girl?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. When they told me it was 2 boys in there, I was like, my husband's not going to let me have a 4th one. I just know it.
Would you want a 4th?
Oh yeah. I would have 4 and 5.
Yeah, I wish I started younger because
Same.
I would love to have just a whole brood of kids.
Right?
I love being a mom.
Wait, how old were you when you had your last?
When I had my last, so I'm 44 and he's 4, so I guess 40.
Okay.
40,
okay.
41.
I told Justin I wanted to be done at 35 because I just
Okay.
know. I talk to my friends in their 40s and they're like, I'm tired.
Tired.
And I know how I feel now at 38, just with 3 little dudes. So I told Justin I want to have 3 kids. I don't want a middle child, and I want to be done at 35. And guess what?
Oh.
God gave me exactly what I
That
wanted.
actually really works.
So I'm at this place where I'm like, okay, be grateful for what you asked for because you've been given it. Don't like
Yeah.
go and chance it or like, go be exhausted because you really just wanted your girl.
Right.
So I'm happy. Like I just launched a wine brand.
Yeah.
That's my baby girl. Hey,
yeah,
baby girl.
right. I know.
Let's
and you
go
can
make
put
some
all your
sales.
love into that.
Exactly.
And it doesn't annoy you.
No, exactly.
Yes.
She don't talk back.
My therapist actually just said this to me the other day because I was just like, I feel like I'm at a point right now where I don't know what the next thing is, like the next thing to get excited about and blah, blah, blah. She's like, yes, but think of all the things you prayed for and the things you wanted. And you're in that right now. Like sometimes it's important to step back and just appreciate all like the prayers that were answered before you're
Yes.
thinking, what's next? What's next? What's next?
It's a great life lesson. It's something that my mom always reminds me of too. She's just like, just be happy with what you have. You are a hustler and you always will be a hustler. But at the end of the day, you can also be a settled hustler and just know that your next move doesn't have to be right now. It can be coming. I know. Moms,
Yeah.
they're wise.
They are.
I'm just
I
hoping
know.
I'll be like that for my boys.
You will. I'm sure you already are. I'm curious because I have friends who have girls, and actually, they were over the other day, and she has 2 girls and a boy, and my kids are just like like circles,
Sure.
chasing each other. As long as nobody's crying, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Like, I don't mind
No
the
blood, no
chaos.
bones.
Yes, it really doesn't bother me when they're running or screaming.
Same.
Or I can actually tune it out. And she's like, is this what your house is like all the time? I'm like, all the time. And she's like, I just never, because her son, because he only
got
has
2 older
sisters.
sisters.
He's pretty calm, just like chill, Legos, just like very chill. And then eventually he got fired up when he was with my boys. But I mean, how do you embrace the chaos?
I am like you. I don't hear it.
Yeah.
It's so interesting. As long as like the kitchen is put together and there's no blood and bones, I'm totally fine. I don't hear it. It's almost like I don't see it. And my husband gets a little bit overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Unless if he's involved, unless if he's the one like creating the chaos. But the other girls that we have had over, like I have a special drawer of like dolls and
that's
like
nice.
dress up things for them just in case. They're like,
Yeah.
why did you bring me here, mother? Like, why? This is not the play date I was expecting.
Yeah, there's just sword fights and balls
Yeah.
being thrown.
But it's
all over the
interesting
living
how you
room.
can tune it out,
Yes.
especially when, see, for me, when I don't hear the noise, I'm like, something's wrong. They're doing
Yes.
something illegal and I need to go check on them right away. So that I actually would rather noise.
Right. How do you handle injuries and stuff? Like, because I hit a point sometimes where I'm like, okay, they're running. I'm like, I'll step in for a second. Just guys, just to remind you, if this continues, one of you will get hurt. And I'm not going to care when you get hurt, right? Because then they come over, they do get hurt, and they come over and they're crying, and they won't stop crying.
Yeah,
and
my
one
God,
guy
I know.
will like cry till he pukes, and it's just like, all right, we're like,
What?
stop.
Is that
stop
a
crying.
thing?
He just gets so like,
And then he
just
pukes?
gets so worked up, like he gags, and it's just like, it's just gross. And I'm
my
always trying to
God.
prevent the tears from lasting for too long. Because it's
Sorry.
just,
I haven't heard this
I'm not
yet.
in the mood for it, right?
Holy cow.
So like, how do you?
Go vomit in private.
I'm like, are you gonna throw up? I think so. Okay, just go to the bathroom. Like,
my
just go.
God, that's
It's
hilarious.
a whole.
I don't think that you're doing anything wrong because I feel like I'm doing the same thing. I'm like, you need to go work it out. If they come over,
Yes.
oh, Malachi hit me, Roman bit me. Well, first of all, Roman has 6 missing teeth, so it didn't hurt that bad. And thirdly, I'm like, guys, you have to go work it out. I'm not dealing with this. That's not. The only thing I say to them is no headshots. We will let them
Yes.
box. Like they'll even put gloves on and box. It's a thing.
Yeah.
But I'm like, as long as it's only body shots and no headshots, nobody will get in trouble. Now, if you do a headshot, you're going to go into a timeout,
Right.
and then the timeouts have levels to it. And there's no room for babying,
No.
especially these little boys that we want to like raise into like exceptional men. I'll be there for them always, but I'm not going to be like, oh, your baby, would you?
Yeah.
And I'll be funny and I'll do that.
Right?
Pin him down and
I'll do
tickle
that
him.
to Calvin. I'm like, oh, did you get beat up by your little brother?
Yeah.
I do find that boys are more emotional than I ever thought they would be.
Oh, highly.
And like they love me.
Do they want to crawl back inside of you?
Yes.
Exactly.
Like the way sometimes I need to like detach them from
What?
me because
It's
they're
a
just so much
thing.
touching.
It's
like,
a
I need you to get off of me.
Yes.
But they have such a soft spot in their hearts. With mental health being such, so top of mind, like I work every day to talk through their emotions, but not in like a frou-frou kind of way. It's more just like, get it out. Like, tell me what you're feeling.
Yeah.
How do you handle their emotions?
We are very much like that. My husband is exceptional with them. And he is a man that's totally like into talking about his feelings and his emotions, but also doing it in a very matter-of-fact way. Like, this is how I'm feeling. This is what I'm going through. And I need a minute, or we're going to talk about this. And he does that really well with the boys. And he's like, no, I want you to tell me how you feel. And he'll sit down with them until one of the boys really like expresses themselves and is learning how to get it out. Because I think that's another thing that we're not teaching kids is like how to do it.
Right.
We just expect them like to say what they're feeling. Maybe they don't know how to do that. So Justin, I've been learning from Justin like how to talk to the kids about their emotions and stuff, because I come from a family where we take the rug and we brush it under and we keep it moving. And I am not doing that in my family because it really breeds like resentment and issues, and it can show up in your body in weird ways. And we have had long conversations about how we do not want that in our family.
Yeah. It is different. Like we always just, if you're mad at somebody, just don't talk to them for a couple weeks.
And how healthy is
hopefully
that? Not healthy
out.
at all. And now look at everybody's family.
Right? I was spoiled with Calvin because my oldest, he's very good at expressing, his emotions. He wants to talk. He'll be like, "Can I walk the dog with you so we can just talk?" Like he's very in tune with how he's feeling. And the other two really can't put into words the way they're feeling. And I'm working through this right now because my youngest has a temper, like a throw things temper, kick somebody in the shin kind of temper. And I'm trying this, like I sit down with him. I'm like, "Are you sad or are you mad?" And then he'll answer. And I'm like, "Are you mad at someone or something?" And then he kind of goes off on a tangent. He's like mad that there's a mess in the kitchen or something. But like, I'm like, okay, well, that's probably not it. But let's talk about, and so I do struggle with, I was so spoiled with Calvin, like trying to get the emotions out of the other two. And I wonder if I'm, because he's the youngest, I'm not giving him the attention he needs, or the middle child, he's not getting, so I don't know. Like, I don't know how to manage the different personalities sometimes.
Oh, don't ask me. I am over here just like winging it. I'm like, there's the spaghetti, throw it on the wall. Yeah. Oh, that one worked. Thank God. I lean on my husband so much, but there is nothing that I can't do without praying through it. Because if I like have an unsettledness in my spirit about that, I'm like, we're going to pray. And what a blessing to be able to see your kids then start praying. Yes. Oh, it gets me so emotional.
Yeah, because they have someone holding their hand.
Exactly.
How are you at the end of the day? Like,
I have like many like breakdowns.
Me too. I just wanted to know if you did too.
Oh yeah, I'm like in the hot bath just crying because it's like this feels like the time to cry is right now.
Right? Just to get it out, not because I'm sad, but just to get it out.
And sometimes I am sad because I'm like, did I put too much on my plate?
Right.
Because my mom told me when I was thinking about having number 4, she was like, somebody always feels like they're left behind, and I never want a kid to feel left behind, really, and I think no parent really like wants that for their kids. So then I'm thinking about that, and I want to be an amazing wife,
right? And
I want to show up for my business partners. I want to show up for my team.
You want to do it all,
exactly. And it's like, how can you? And you really, I mean, for me, the word balance really doesn't exist. It's more about consistency in the things that matter most and like the order of things.
Right, the order of things.
Yes.
I do, because everybody talks about self-care, and yes, I would love to care for myself a little bit more, but I also feel like I'm in this point in my life where like this is the phase I'm in. Like I'm in a phase right now where life is crazy.
Yep.
And dinner time is crazy. And like just all day I'm always thinking what I need to do for the kids that I don't have a lot of time to do. Like I'll find it every once in a while, I'll exercise or I'll try to get a massage or something or meet up with a friend, but it doesn't happen a lot.
Yep.
Because I think that's just the point in my life that I'm at.
You have 3 kids.
Yeah. And they're not, like my oldest is 9 already. Like he's just like flying through school and flying through sports. And now he's starting to want to have play dates over his friend's house. And I'm like, wait, you don't just want to be here with me all the time?
Is it still called a play date at 9?
I still call it a play date.
I know. I was like, or is it like, I want to hang out with my friend, Mom?
Yeah, it's getting there. It's close to that.
Ugh.
But they're drop-off play dates now, and it's like, so he actually said, which makes me feel good, because he said to me yesterday, he had a play date like one day, and then the next day I was busy doing things. And then he's like, I just feel like I haven't seen you. I'm like, buddy, it's been like a day and a half. He's like, but we haven't spent any time together. I said, well, you were at a play date and now I'm busy today and yada, yada.
And then what do you do? Like, it's not like you can take off work and be like, let's
just
have a day.
Hang out.
Yeah.
So I just give him a hug and I'm like, please always love me like this. Like, always want to be with me. Like, I'm so scared of that day where they choose their friends over us.
So my husband and I have been trying to do these like take the one kid out just for a date or a coffee or whatever. And it's very difficult. But Justin has been doing it because I think there's something really special about like a son and father relationship that's important. Of course, the son and mother is also just as important, but there's just like that bond I can see that's like blossoming so tightly between the 3 of them and their dad.
It's so important because we give off different energies.
Yeah.
How do your boys get along with each other? Do you find
they fight like cats and dogs and then they're like obsessed with each other and then they're like,
do they all love each other or do you see them branching off? Like especially the twins.
It's a little bit of everything. It's like it kind of depends on what project they're working on or where they're playing. I have one that's like really an outside boy and but he wants somebody to be outside with him,
I do notice sometimes, I guess just the dynamics of 3. I mean, I grew up with 2 older brothers, so I saw it too.
Oh, you're the baby?
I'm the baby.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So I have 2 brothers, but there was always that. I love the dynamic of 3.
I'm the oldest of 3 girls.
Oh, okay.
And so I was
you grew up
always
in a totally different
major
house.
leader vibes.
Yeah.
I was like, it's my way or the highway.
So we want to do a little game.
Okay.
So we've got paddles here, mom,
Okay.
kids.
Okay.
Who's?
Oh, they're for me. Okay,
yes,
great.
they're for you.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let's see.
And then,
So it's like mom versus
Okay.
kids. You can choose which one. Who gets out the door faster?
oh, mom.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
Why can't boys like put their shoes on?
I just do slide-ons.
I know, me
I'm
too.
I'm still at that. Oh, you do? Even
I
with
do.
your 9-year-old? Yeah,
Yes,
because it's like a thing.
Just faster.
and I
It's like-
think it might be a male genetic
Right.
thing.
but I think we're also like we're like go-getters. Like I
Yeah.
feel like I've got every moment of my day sort of planned out.
Oh,
in my
yeah,
head.
my purse
Like, I
was
know
packed
what
the
time
night
I have
before.
to. Yes.
Yeah.
My clothes are laid out the night
That's
before.
it.
Like I've got. From the second I wake up to the second I leave every morning, it is exactly 20 minutes. It's never before or after. It's like clockwork.
Yeah.
Yes, I plug my coffee in at the same time every morning. Like it's all just ready to go.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. But going back to the shoe thing, I should put more effort in teaching, especially my 9-year-old, how to tie shoes. He's okay at it.
Yeah, he'll learn eventually.
Right? But did Velcro not exist when we were kids? I feel
No,
like we
it
were
did.
tying shoes when we were little.
Yeah,
Like
no,
my mom was never tying my shoe.
Oh, we've failed.
I do feel like I just don't feel like doing it. Who needs more snacks to survive the day?
Oh, the kids.
So many snacks.
Yeah, I mean, I can fast for like a week. I'm fine.
Yeah,
I
me
mean,
too.
not really.
I usually
That's
just
a
pick
lie.
whatever-
That's totally a lie. I can maybe give myself 6 hours.
Yeah. I'm usually just snacking on their snacks. Like when they're not looking because they will get
Oh,
mad at
but
it.
my boys get hangry.
Yeah.
And they know. They're like, Mom, I'm hangry.
What are their go-to snacks?
Oh, it's a mosh posh. It's like a beef jerky, a fruit, pirate's booty,
Okay. Yeah.
chickpeas.
Oh, they eat good stuff.
Really? Well, we just don't buy junk.
Yeah.
You buy
I
the
know.
junk.
Well, I buy like there's always potato
Dylan.
chips. There's always
Potato chips.
I have a weakness for potato chips, so there's always potato
Okay.
chips. Who wakes up in a better mood? You or the kids?
Oh, it's always me. I'm a morning person.
Me too.
I was like born for the morning.
Yeah.
Yes. The kids actually aren't rude in the morning or any. They're happy. It's my husband. He's not a morning person. It's like, shh, Dad's still sleeping. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
That they're thinking about that. Who's more dramatic when they're tired?
Oh, the kids.
So dramatic.
Oh, God.
I let them watch TV before bed, like after their showers, and they kind of watch TV, and they're kind of perky and right, and they're happy to. And in a second, I say, "Okay, TV off. We're going to bed." My legs don't work.
Right.
I need you to carry
Yeah.
me.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Please
Everything.
carry me. Yeah.
Please carry me. They
know.
all say that.
Right?
Oh my
Can
God.
you carry me?
Up until recently, I could carry all 3 of them up the steps.
Oh, wow.
I know. And I was like, tell me how
Yeah.
strong I am, guys.
Got one in
They're
the
like,
back.
you're so strong, Mom.
Yes.
I'm like,
Although once you get to the top, like 4 steps,
Then that's
it's
it.
just
That's it. Get
your
off.
legs don't work. Your
Yeah.
legs don't
Yeah.
work. Yeah. Who's messier, your sons or you?
oh, my kids.
Yeah.
What about you? Because it sounds like you're a little messy, but
I'm
like
a
not
little
terrible.
messy. My kids are actually good at putting toys away.
Oh, that's good. Mine
Yeah.
are too.
Yeah.
But mine are like, there's like sausages on the floor at breakfast, or maybe like eggs smeared across like the counter.
Yeah. The toothpaste thing is disgusting
why
to
are
me.
there needs to be a new toothpaste invented
Yes.
for how it comes out of the tube. So
Do you
it doesn't
remember
just,
Mentadent?
Yeah.
And like the push
Yes.
thing? It was nice and neat.
Yes.
It doesn't exist anymore. I've tried to find
Looked
it.
for it. It's awful. And
Yeah.
it dries all on the top. It's funky.
Yeah, all bathroom stuff with the kids is
Mm-hmm.
just disgusting to me. If you could look back at something you could think of recently, a parenting win, something where
Ooh.
you said, you know what, I've got this.
I think for me, it's the birthdays. I feel like I'm winning because we're not overdoing it.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing like, I just had Isaac make his own birthday cake.
Oh.
And there's just something like so pure and precious about that.
Mm-hmm.
And also like not overly celebrating, but also doing something fun as a family for the birthday. And
So it's not just about toys and
yeah,
presents and
it's about an
gifts.
experience and it's about being together and it's about you being celebrated, but not doing the whole like hoopla of like what we see on social media with these birthdays. So I think that that's been a big parenting win for me.
So finally, looking into the future, right? Like, not that we want time to fly by because
I know, it's sad.
I'm embracing the chaos. I love the
Yes.
craziness of it all. But like, what kind of men do you want to raise? And what are you doing to make that happen?
I want to raise men who are kind, who love themselves, but also know how to love others just as much, if not more. And I mean that for like their business, for their family, for walking down the street. And for us, like our biggest thing in our house is kindness, and about the bullies at school. Like, how do we treat the bullies at school? We are still kind to them. And I think that that's like the biggest thing in our house right now, is just making sure that everything's led with kindness. And being in a world that we're in today, I think that like raising kind men is incredibly important, but also like emotionally intelligent men who know how to express themselves, and also have confidence in themselves too.
I love that.
Yeah.
Calvin just won a kindness award at school, and I was so proud. It was like better than any grade he could have gotten on a test. It was just like a kindness thing. And they're being in this business and telling stories, they're like, and I'm a meteorologist, so I'm a woman in STEM and science and all that kind of stuff. And I'm big into girl power and, just like, but at the same time, I feel such a responsibility to, like, I have these 3 incredible boys, and I can make them into 3 incredible men if I do it right. And I'm really, like, I focus every day to make sure I tell them I'm proud of them. And they'll even ask, like, what are you proud of me for? Like, and it's and I tell them what they did, like little things over the course of the day.
It all adds up, doesn't it?
Yeah. I think we have this incredible responsibility and opportunity to just create incredible men.
To change the next generation.
Yes.
Here we go.
Right?
Changing
Look at us.
the next generation.
This is us.
It's us.
Yes.
And all of you.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for
This was
having
so great
me.
to have you.
Yes, I really appreciate it.
Yay. There is something so refreshing about just talking to another boy mom, commiserating in some spots, but also that awe factor. I mean, boys are so amazing, and it's just so much fun. I don't even know if I would know what to do with a girl. So, hopefully you picked up something from this episode today, what it's like to just embrace the chaos, how every time I talk to a boy mom, it seems like we're all sort of in the same boat. Yes, we're exhausted. Yes, we're always cleaning up, but it is so rewarding and just so, so special. So it was really sweet to talk to Ashley about what it's like being a boy mom. So whether you're a mom of boys or just a mom in general, or you just want to comment, I'd love to hear what you have to say to get in on this conversation. So be sure to comment below, or on Instagram, DM us at TodayParents or at Dylan Dreyer NBC. And be sure to subscribe and tune in next time. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC, or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.